Hi, this is Sarah, and today I'm going to be shooting for you my favorites of 2012. And as I turned on the camera, I just realized I had nothing out. I figure, you know what, we're going to do this in the way that makes the most sense to me. So, I haven't done a favorites video in so long, oh my god. Let's talk about skincare first. Let's talk about my favorite new hand cream, which I think I don't have any more of. I keep stealing my mom's. I have to go and pick some up of my own. But this is the thing, like I keep actually taking hers off of her. It's even better than the stuff I got from the Premier Spa because it's not $50 a tube. And it's actually L'Occitane, which, if you've been hearing about the L'Occitane stuff, L'Occitane, I think. It's from Provence in France. A lot of the beauty gurus on YouTube talk about it. It's very good. It literally just melts into your skin. It's amazing. No sort of residue, no nothing. And it smells really good. There's quite a few different scents. Here in Canada, I found it at Sephora. And if you're in Halifax and you're like, oh my god, we have a Sephora? Yeah, it's at the Halifax Shopping Centre. You should go there. They have a Mac store now. Last time I checked, there was only the kiosk at the Bay. And I was there yesterday and I was like, there's a Mac store. And then I didn't go in because I can't even think of why I didn't go in. Shit, I should have gone in there. Damn. But Sephora was awesome. It was really cool. I see now why the Americans are like so, oh my god, Sephora's amazing. It was really cool. It was really cool. I tried some Josie Marin argan oil actually on my hand. It was amazing. And then I was like, I don't have $67 that I can justify spending on a tiny little bottle of oil. Yeah. She did. Shit, I should have checked to see if Sephora does their own brand. Anyway, but L'Occitane, they sell it there. They actually had like, oh my god, yeah, they had like all the different scents there. It was really nice. But they also have it at Shoppers Drug Mart. They have a few actually sort of awesome French crap things from France. It's Shoppers. Words. Okay, so that is literally my favorite body moisturizer this year. I think just because it literally, I do like the other stuff that I use. I got some of the hemp stuff for Christmas. I'm enjoying that. I got a hand and body lotion from OPI for Christmas that works nicely. And it smells like vanilla until you rub it in, but then for some reason it smells like sweaty balls. I don't know, but it does though. I'm sorry, it does. It smells horrible once you rub it in. I don't know if it's just when it mixes with my body chemistry. Like it smells like fake vanilla anyway, but as soon as I rub it into my hands, it just stinks and it's like, I don't know what's in here, but it's not pleasant. Anyway, that aside, yeah, so far it's really nice. And I really, really enjoy it. And it just sinks in. I think because it's technically a cream as well, in a tube form, but it is a cream. It's very, very thick. It's amazing, and it sinks in so quickly. It's amazing. And I think we have it in the original scent, so it just smells like Johnson's baby products, you know, that sort of, it's not quite a baby powder smell, but it's sort of very similar, and it's just this lovely, non-offensive, almost non-scent, but it is a scent, and it just smells like babies, like when they're pleasant and clean. Yeah. Anyway, other than that, I thought we'd talk about skincare, and I thought I would mention my Cetaphil. Right, here's the thing. I have, since I was a teenager, always been that sort of person who very rarely buys the same cleanser more than once. Unless, like, I used to use Simple, because it was good, it was cheap, it did the job. It wasn't necessarily something I was buying on purpose for any other reason than it was cheap. Cetaphil, I don't know if there's different kinds other than the gentle. I don't know. I just always see that it says sensitive skin, and apparently it's made in Canada because it has the Made in Canada logo on it. So I don't know if they all are or what. Cetaphil, lots of people are using it. So when I first got it, I thought it was way too gentle to be any good. It's amazing. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is really good, and for as good as my skin has managed to stay this year, I really think it's because of that. I haven't had any like amazingly huge breakouts, and I've had no end of stress this year. You know, I'll have like a spot here and there, but it won't be anything like excessive. It's never caused my skin to be irritated. Like, my skin is very soft. I think it's definitely helped a lot. And you know what, it's great because it's also, because it is so gentle and everything, it's one of those things that, like, if somebody's over and they're like, oh, can I use this? You never worry about them breaking out. Like, they don't have to. It's great for everybody. And the fact that it is so cheap is amazing. And I mean, like, I went through, like, the smaller version of that. That's a 500 ml. Like, that is a full liter of that there. I use 2 pumps every time I use it. And it's amazing. You just lasts for so long. And, like, for $20 to get a liter of stuff that I've had, like, that's like, I would probably only need, like, one of those big bottles a year. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's set, like, that's $20 for your skin cleanser for the whole year, and it's good, and it's clean. And you know what? I have used other skin cleansers over the years, and even with, like, a makeup remover and stuff, and, like, that was one thing. Like, I had a makeup remover, and I'd use my Simple cleanser, and it didn't bother my skin ever. But then when I'd go and do my toner afterwards, I would still find that there would be makeup residue. I don't find that with the Cetaphil. Like, that's what I really love. I feel like it's too gentle. Like, I wouldn't just do the Cetaphil. Like, I'd definitely do a makeup remover beforehand, or I'd cleanse twice. But it does take it off. Like, especially your foundation and stuff like that, it does cleanse your skin effectively. And I really didn't feel like it did when I first bought it. I think because it was so gentle. But yeah, so that's amazing. If we're going step by step, toner, I didn't really find anything this whole year. I've tried a few. I'm using just the Neutrogena alcohol-free right now. I've got, like, a load of that because it was on stupid, ridiculous sale when Zellers was closing. Would I actually purchase it on purpose again? No. I mean, I've had it a few times over the years, and the only reason I keep getting it is because it's dirt cheap, but there's nothing special about it. Shampoo. You know what? As far as, no, toner, moisturizer. I don't have it all the time, but this is another little sample tube of my Yonka Pamplemousse. This is amazing. It makes your face smell like a dessert. It's effective. It's gentle, even though it's citrusy, and you feel like you shouldn't be able to. You can put it right up to your eyelashes. It's amazing. My close second would be my Pond's Dry Skin. Not because it's amazing. I mean, it's pretty good stuff. In the winter especially, it's great for my skin. In the summer, I can't really get away with it. Whereas, like this stuff, I can use this all year. It never winds up feeling too greasy or too heavy or too anything. It's really good. It's $62 for a full-size tube. Again, not something that in my current financial state I can justify, even for as little as you use. You only use like a pea-sized amount for your whole like face and neck after your toner, but still, $62 a tube. What the hell, guy? But the Pond's I love because it's inexpensive. I haven't actually tried the cold cream. I guess you can use that as a moisturizer. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Right now, as it is, like, I've still got more than half of that huge tub of my dry skin cream. So, like, I don't see running out of that anytime soon. It's amazing. And I love the fact that it's good and you can use it everywhere. Like, and it's effective. It's not really... It can be a bit greasy, but not like in the wintertime when everything's really dry. So, I mean, that's good. But it's not my favorite. The Pamplemousse is definitely my favorite. And Yonka stuff, I've tried a few things from them. Overall, it's good, but Pamplemousse is still my favorite. Moving on to hair, I would say I haven't really found a favorite shampoo in general. And I would say that the conditioners that I love are all the organics ones that I've tried for different reasons. The Moroccan oil version of the conditioner I'm finding really great for this time of year when it's just so dry. The keratin treatment is really great because it smells wonderful. It's not necessarily as intense as I need this time of year. I haven't tried the coconut milk one yet, but it smells amazing. The Moroccan oil just mostly smells of nothing. It sort of leaves a little bit of a scent to your hair, but sort of just smells like nuts. It's not like pleasant, but it's not like unpleasant. The keratin just makes your hair smell like pina colada. Like very coconutty. It's amazing and I love it. So let's see. Then I would probably say lip balms. When it comes to lip products, it's still EOS. It's still amazing. I've had the Hemp's lip balm for a little while now. I really do like it. My only problem is I don't like the kind of packaging that it comes in, like the squeezy tube lip glossy type container. I will always prefer the more solid forms. Just because I just find that they're usually richer and that mostly they're less messy. You know, it's a lot harder to over apply, and once you've over applied like a lip balm, it's annoying because then it's like my favorite lip glosses of this year are actually my Stila lip glazes that I've just recently got. They're very sheer, so they're not, you know, there's no pigmentation to speak of. But they're nice, they're moisturizing, and they're not too sticky. They're really good. Yeah, love them. And as for lipsticks, it's still, you know, there's no particular front runner. With the lip glosses, the Stila lip glazes, because they're all so sheer, like I'm wearing Holly right now, but they're all so sheer that there's not really any point in singling one out. Like, it's more about a texture, really, than anything. So yeah, like this is one of the darkest ones I think that they do, and it's just, there's no pigmentation whatsoever. But it's amazing, and I think Stila, definitely one of my favorites now. If we're talking about actual makeup, let me get my bag of joy out. If we're talking about actual makeup with pigmentation, I'm gonna hold you here while I unzip my makeup bag. See, I did not prepare it. If we're talking about actual makeup, let's talk about this. This is my favorite brush. It's multi-purpose. I've had it for years. It is a travel brush. It's of extremely poor quality. But you know what? I've never been disappointed with this brush. It's rough, it's unpleasant, but it does apply color very nicely. I don't know. It's great. My concealer is still the Almay Clear Complexion Concealer. This stuff is amazing. It's a great color for me. It applies nicely. It's very easy to get it spread out the way you need it to be so that it doesn't look all splotchy and weird. It blends nicely. My True Match by L'Oreal liquid foundation. First liquid foundation I've ever had in my life. It matches my skin beautifully. It blends beautifully. You can layer it if you need to. It's great. I'm not really bothered by that blush. I've been using the Setting FX powder for about 1.5 years now. Granted, I don't wear makeup a lot, but there's a hell of a lot of powder in here. Like a lot. This is just light. And that's what I thought. It is a translucent powder. I don't know how much is still in here. That's the only thing. It's very finely milled, so like it's hard to sort of see how much is in there. I'd say there's still about half left. But you need so little. You need so little and it's so good. What else? This is... most of the writing's rubbed off, but I'll show you the tube anyway. As I've said in previous videos, I am one of those people, because I don't wear my makeup very often, I can't justify just chucking out mascara. You know, when it comes to, you know, and people are like, oh, well, what if when you're sick, and you'll infect your then I just don't use it. Why would you put on mascara if you had pink eye? You wouldn't. I mean, definitely if I don't know, came down with something like that, and I'd known that I used the mascara, I would probably check it out, but as it happens, I haven't had that happen. So I've had this for a couple years now. So you can tell me how disgusting I am down below. It's a convenient box. This stuff, though, it's a good mascara. It's a good waterproof mascara. And now that I've finally sort of figured out my makeup removal strategy properly, mostly olive oil, then this is actually reasonable to use. Because the one downside to it is the fact that it just is hard as hell to get off. My favorite eyelash curler, the pretty much only one I've ever owned in my life, I got this from a dollar store when I was 12. This fits my eye perfectly. It doesn't crimp my lashes. It is amazing. You don't always need an expensive one. You just need one that fits your eye. That is the secret, I think. Cheap or expensive doesn't really matter. This is my blush. This is also Mary Kay. It's Winter Rose. It's looks like this, or I could actually swatch this for you, like a pro. You're gonna see my wall for a second. There we go. There, if you can see that, that's, my lighting is so terrible, and it is a very sheer color anyway. But that's my blush. I've had that for a few years now too. You know, it's one of those things. It just happens to be like pretty much, you know, it's a pretty perfect color for me. And then my favorite sort of highlight thing is actually the Touche Magique. I'm not gonna bother repurchasing this, but I'm kind of seeing Cylons. I'm kind of seeing the appeal here. My favorite eyeliner, which I've had for years, is the Revlon Color Stay, just in brown. This is just a mechanical pencil version, but mostly I actually have to recommend these ones very well. The Revlon Color Stay, is it Color Stay or Cover Stay? Color Stay. The whole line is amazing. They do still sell these, although they probably look very different. because I've had this since high school. It's amazing. It just doesn't budge. It doesn't budge. And finally, when it comes to makeup, I'm going to say that my favorite anything that makes color happen is definitely MAC's Satin Taupe, which if you haven't seen it before, it looks like this, or one second. There we go. Or like that. I love it because it's like a sort of like a satiny finish. So you can see there's like a sheen to it. It's a very cool color. It's part of their permanent collection. They've had it for years. It's got that neat sheen. It's sort of like, it seems like so many different colors all at once. And it's, I don't know, I really like it. I've liked it from the first time I saw it. And I know a lot of people would say, well, Sarah, you're completely colorblind. What does it matter what color your eyeshadow is? And to them, I would say, fuck you. And also, you suck. So, that is my favorites of 2012 when it comes to beauty and cosmetics. I'll also briefly say my favorite app is definitely Aldeco, which is the e-reader app that I use on my phone. My favorite electronic device is definitely my phone. I love it. I have the Galaxy Nexus, which is a Google phone. It's the Google phone from last year, actually. And my favorite food of 2012 was tacos, of which I ate way too many. Taco Bell tacos. I'm a bad person. And my favorite game this year overall was probably split between Skyrim, which I really enjoyed, but I haven't played in ages, and D&D, which I love, and I wasn't ever sure that I would love as much as I thought I would. I always thought that I'd enjoy it, but I do really love it. Anyway, that is my favorites of 2012. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me over the last few months. I hope to see more of you. I hope you continue showing up here. And if you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to know about anything that I mentioned in this video more specifically, then please, by all means, leave a comment below or drop me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!